July 1998. Two-time world champion Felix Seralles and his teammate Saeed Al-Tayer hope to win their third world title at an offshore race in the frigid waters near Arendal, Norway.
So the start boat has signaled 12 boats then into action.
In their blue, high-performance boat, Victory 5, the two men jump out to a strong start.
And we've got the two Victory boats close up together. Now the Victory boats...
Near the second lap of the 128-mile race, the boats head into rough water.
Thrills here. Oh, incredible stuff. The surface, very unpredictable.
But something's wrong.
Oh, boat on fire. That's one, looks like it's one of the Victory boats. What catastrophe, what drama. That boat is seriously on fire. And we do have both of the men out. One of them, though, is completely wrecked. It's absolutely destroyed. It's Victory 5.
The decks are gone, and the boat sits helplessly in the freezing water. Over 200 gallons of high-octane aviation fuel could explode at any moment. (1998). Off the coast of Norway, Felix Seralles and Saeed Al-Tayer's offshore boat is blazing out of control. The men are trapped between a raging fire and bone-chilling water.
Saeed Al-Tayer was breathing in not just carbon monoxide, but the fumes of the burning fiberglass.
Now, the safest place for them to be is in the water, but with a man injured, they're not going to want to be in there.
Saeed's saying, I don't want to go in, I don't want to go in. And Felix says, then we're going to sink with the boat burning. And so he shoves Saeed into the water.
Rescue teams pull the two men to safety.
Saeed, my partner, got hit a little harder than I did because the explosion was on his side, and he's got some black and blue on his right arm and a little bit on his right knee.
What went wrong and destroyed this million-dollar powerboat? During the race, Seralles noticed a strange smell.
We started to smell a lot of fumes, and we were very concerned, and we opened the hatches because it was getting pretty bad.
Inside his boat, the fuel line sprang a leak. The boat was a death trap, filling up with gasoline and fumes. All it needed was a spark to set it off.
And as I went to reach the fuel pump button to shut it off, the thing just exploded.
What triggered the spark? When Seralles hit the fuel pump button, a relay switch emitted an electric charge that ignited the fuel-filled powerboat. And there was one other problem, a structural component that's common to nearly every powerboat.
The sonarboat's constructed of fiberglass. There's one bad part about fiberglass, though. It's flammable, and it could burn very ferociously.
Today, how do you stop a fire before it gets out of control? For many small fires, an ordinary handheld extinguisher takes care of business. But for major fires, like in a sealed engine block, many boats now use onboard automatic firefighting systems that use inert gas to starve the fire. Fortunately for drivers, powerboat fires are extremely rare.
This only occurs in less than 5% of boats in the last 20 years. In offshore, we've had 2 fires, only in 20 years.
Felix Seralles and Saeed Al-Tayer were lucky to survive their fire. But it's a dramatic reminder that high-tech safety isn't foolproof. Even a $1 million boat is vulnerable in the unpredictable world of powerboat racing. Speed is the rush for most powerboat drivers, but it's restricted by the power of the boat and the conditions of the course. Even on open waterways, the fastest offshore boats reach speeds of only 170 miles per hour. One speed demon believes